You have always heard that investment is a guaranteed way of making wealth. But in a worst-case scenario, it can leave you bankrupt. Yes, you have heard that right. So to avoid that, stay with me till the end of this video, because I don't want you to be broke. There is no doubt that investment can make you ridiculously rich, just like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, who became billionaires by wise investment decisions. Unfortunately, most people limit their ability to earn enough through investing by making critical errors. Now, when you think about investing makes, what do you think is really at stake? For some, it is a difference of $4,000 to $5,000. For others, it can mean losing your life savings. The point is that any investment misadventure will cost you your wealth, time, energy, and most importantly, your dream of getting rich. That is to say, many people invest in ventures that are too risky for them and they end up losing their hard-earned money. So it is important to make the right investment choices rather than learn from them later on. Lucky for you, I have come up with a list of investment ventures that you must avoid at all costs if you want to eventually get wealthy. Number 1. Becoming too attached to a company. It is easy to forget that the reason you invested in a thriving company in the first place was to earn more money. The truth is that nothing lasts forever when it comes to investing. A thriving company can go down the drain within a short period of time. You should sympathize with them, but you will not be helping yourself by staying loyal to them. That is the naked truth in the world of finances, my friend. The fact that you were able to maximize your profit via your investment in their stock is now in the past. You need to be proactive and sell your stock before it loses all of its value. For instance, if you heavily invested in Apple and all of a sudden the company started to decline, your love for the iPhone and the attachment to your iPad and the steady returns that the company has provided you with in the past would have to be forgotten. The whole point is that you should always be mentally prepared to dump a stock you have been holding for years. Similarly, if a previously struggling company starts to thrive, you should forget about the past performance of the company. In my opinion, investing money is like politics, where you cannot have permanent friends or permanent enemies. Number 2. Investing in a business you do not understand. Many naive investors will jump at the opportunity to invest in a new up-and-coming stock if it shows potential for significant returns. But the problem is that investing in a company that you do not understand can be very costly. You cannot simply invest in a business just because you are excited at the prospect of making a profit. You need to understand the business before you plunge your money into it. According to Warren Buffett, one of the biggest investment blunders is investing in a company that you do not understand. That is why Buffett for many years held off investing in technology stocks and saved himself from the unwanted repercussions. Understanding a business does not mean that you have to be a medical practitioner to invest in healthcare stocks. By the way, you have an advantage when you invest in a field related to your work. Warren Buffett advises that you should not invest in a stock just because you see an opportunity to make a profit. You should do some research about the company, its ideas and approaches, and the index of its recent performance. In my opinion, you must go the extra mile in order to know the company you are investing your money into. After all, your money is too precious for you to take an uncalculated risk, isn't it? Number 3. Being an emotional investor. If you allow your emotions to affect your investments, you will soon go bankrupt. Successful investors master the art of being logical instead of submitting to their emotions. Well, there will be days when you trust your instincts, but that days should be very few. You should not let your short-term profit trigger you to make the wrong investment choices that you will regret for the rest of your life. The volatile nature of the market will allow you to make profits, but you must be cautious not to let greed get the better of you. Many investors make irrational decisions based on greed or fear, which contributes to the volatility of the market. Another important thing to remember is that you should never compare your investment returns with someone else who will force you to jump in front of a moving train. Making hasty decisions is bound to lead to negative repercussions. Also, it will cause you heartache anytime you remember that you could have done things differently. So, my friend, think hard before you make any decision regarding your investments. Although it is important to take risks in an investment, these risks have to be calculated. Number 4. Lack of patience. Unfortunately, Patience is not one of the attributes many investors possess, but it is certainly one of the most important qualities of a successful investor. Impatience, when it comes to investments, can be very costly. The frantic nature of an investor makes it difficult to hold patience in face of the market tantrums. A successful investor knows that you have to be in charge all the time, since you cannot afford to get lost in the midst of relentless market movement. Many people are trying to grab as much as they can, and you need to be active as well. However, you have to be passive in your activity. Being passive as an investor is not a state of inactivity, but a deliberate and logical investment approach. The operation of stocks and shares is actually slow. Most people are too fast because they cannot wait to be the next successful investor. While it is good to be ambitious, but you have to be patient to avoid falling into an investment pitfall. In short, you do not have to invest in every deal that comes your way because it appears profitable. Avoid getting under pressure to invest in any particular deal. Think things through and be sure it is the right deal before you invest. Never let profitability be the only reason you make an investment decision. Number 5. Trying to time the market. Market timing is an investment strategy where you move in and out of a financial market in order to buy low and sell high. It has to do with switching between asset classes by predicting the next turn of events through the use of economic and technical indicators. Many investors believe that they can make a lot of money by timing the market, and they are right. However, it is easier said than done. In other words, market timing looks easy to handle, but it is a tricky business in reality. Even financial institutions that have been studying market trends for decades cannot claim to have mastered the art of market timing. That is to say, you will be taking a big risk by approaching investment with market timing strategies. Any sincere financial advisor will blatantly tell you that it is impossible to successfully time the market in the long run. In fact, you would be surprised to know that studies suggest the counter strategy of investing for the long run. Investors who keep their money in stocks and bonds and let their investment grow over time tend to perform just as well as those who try to time the market. The thing is, your money is too important for such a high-risk strategy. Playing safe in the market is the only recommended approach. Number 6. Having too high of expectations. Expectations are vital in every walk of life, and investing is no different. However, you have to be realistic about your expectations in order to avoid heartache later. You should remember that investing in stocks is not the same as buying a lottery ticket and expecting to win $1 million overnight. You should take a look at the recent performance of shares before you set your expectations. You need to have moderate and realistic expectations from your investments because they can influence you into taking wrong financial decisions. Outrageous financial expectations can make you invest all your money in a stock because of your confidence in the success of a stock. In worst-case scenarios, unrealistic expectations can make you take loans from your family and friends when you are adamant that a stock will make you rich. If the investment does not go as you planned, you can end up being bankrupt. Another thing is that expecting too much from stock can also affect your health. If you put all your money in one stock out of your unbridled enthusiasm, you are more likely to get under more stress as you wait for the outcome of this bold move. The lesson for you is to only invest the money that you can afford to lose. So, that was from today's video. Proceed to this video about the 3 best investments that can make you rich in 2023. Thank you.